Ba ba da bum ba da bum ba da bum ba da bum 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 ba da da bum ba da bum ba da bum ba da ba bum 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 ba da bum bum ba da bum bum ba ba dum bum 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 ba da bum bum ba da bum bum ba da bum 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 ba dum ba ba da dum ba dum bum ba da bum 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 ba ba dum bum ba da bum ba dum bum ba da bum 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 bum. What's going on? We don't want the papers yet. The papers is later. Good morning, people. Hold on, let me just do my morning sound check. Can I hear myself? Checking. Boop, 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 boop. You, Barry, I'm not even going to ask you if you can hear me. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Radio Apocalypse. I hope you are well this fine and beautiful morning. Yeah. We had a bit of a disaster last night. Hold on. There we go. We had a bit of a disaster last night when we were trying to do the stream because I updated my webcam software and it decided not to speak to StreamYard. It was just like the camera worked, but I couldn't do the vanity things that I like to do with it all. So it was a bit frustrating to say the least. So it's fixed now, which is great because we're actually not on it here. I'm on my iPhone here, so I can wander around the house and do stuff. But the rest of it's fine, which is wonderful. And yes, I'm happy. So let's get some porridge on the go, as we like to do in the morning. And then we'll go and check the weather. And then we'll go look at the papers. The papers are quite dull. I had a flick through them today. It's all the same stuff. It's pretty much all the same stuff. It's all about Bojo and his virus. Indeed, somebody had on their Facebook this morning, a friend of mine from work, who is a bit like me, believes in Scottish independence, and it was like a clap for Boris to get better sort of thing. Okay, and I read it that Boris had the clap, and I was like, eh? What? Boris has got... I thought he just had the virus, not the other virus, well, that virus. But then I realised it was about clapping for Boris to make sure that he knows that we love him. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, apparently he's on the mend. Great. So we'll be having his pantomime quirky quirks again very soon, which is wonderful. In the meantime, we have Dominic RAB in charge of the country. Dom. We don't mind Dom. Dom's okay. He's more aesthetically pleasing to look at than the big man, you know, which is crazy. Oh, look, it's Russian cartoon time. Who have we got? We've got the Bardo. Nope, can't hear you. You shut up. That's crazy talk. Right. Okay. I know that I can. I was listening to me through the headphones, so I know that it sounds okay. Let's go and do the weather before Barry says something else. God. Like the weather window. Look at this. It's sunny. And the birds are tweeting. I didn't even know they had Wi-Fi. You know? Pardon? Is it windy? It's not. Let's do what we do. Let's look to the east The east is sunny with blue skies. Amazing. Panning across the sky, there's a big ass cloud up there, but it's arty. Look at that arty cloud. Arty cloud. And down the end of the street, blue skies as well. So we've got more than above average like blue sky. So it's patchy blue skies, not patchy clouds. Let's check the bushes for wind. There's not even there's a gentle breeze I can feel on my face. And the trees over there, they sway. Nope, they're not swaying. Look, air pollution. It's all good. This is my professional way of doing the weather, my lady. I stick my head out the window. Yeah, that's right. There's not many cars on the road. Air pollution is, hang on, air quality. Air quality is good. It's good. That's because nobody's brewing. They're not an essential. We've not smelled the brewery in Edinburgh for a while, but I thought they would actually be an essential workers. But they, maybe not. And that's because they're all making hand gel. That's what it is. They're all making hand gel. That's amazing. Amazing. Right. Let us mosey on and stir the porridge. Porridge. Where's the spoon of wooding? Woody! Oh no! There it is. That's where it's supposed to be. I just didn't see it. Stir that porridge. Stir the porridge. Okay. So, yes, we will soon not have the problems of the laptop because a good friend is looking after me in the sense that let's just say he's looking after me, which is wonderful. And I'm very happy that he is, because it opens up other incredible options. Right now, I use a browser-based streaming technology called StreamYard. Anybody can do it. You don't need anything apart from a reasonably good connection on the phone and a smartphone. You need a laptop to broadcast from the start, or a computer just from the start, but to get onto everything is just a wee connection and a smartphone. So you guys can join me here. That's what I'm doing here. I'm doing the connection via my Smarty Party phone. And what happens is you've got like basically good tools to do transitions, to do add overlays like this. No, there. That overlay there, all right, something I made, and I took that logo there, the Stay at Home one, off the Instagram, put it onto a graphics making software, and made it, which is perfect. You know, it's great. Porridge is ready. Porridge is ready. But I would like to go back to using Streamlabs. Because Streamlabs, I can do all sorts of much better things with. I can actually have pre-made videos queued up. I can only do 30-second actual videos in StreamYard. But with Streamlab, it's almost like a proper television studio type thing going on there. It just makes it so much slicker. You know, I can make much more interesting things. And I've got quite a lot of interesting things for when I did my cooking show in this very kitchen. You know, with all my pots on the wall and stuff. And I'd like to go back to that. I'd like to do some more cooking shows. I quite enjoy. Oh, we need golden syrup. How am I going to survive? There's only half a tablespoon. That'll do. That's okay. Right, let's take sticky fingers. Let's take the porridge through first. Good morning, Zania. How are you? Good morning, Roberto. Nice to have you both here. I'm glad that you are. Zania, we are moving on to other technology, which means I can start streaming games. And I'm going to, once we get into the better technology for streaming, I'm wanting to perhaps set up a Minecraft server for cool people like yourself to come and join once in a while. So if you're up for a wee stream with me in about a month's time before lockdown in the UK finishes, hopefully we will have that technology in place. If I go the route of playing other games like World of Warcraft and stuff that I used to play, or shooty games, I might have the life sucked out of me into the world of gaming again. I'd just like to keep it safe. I'm very good, thank you very much. Yes, thank you so much for asking. Right, let's do this transition thing across to the other technology. So first of all, we shall mute that. Then we unmute this camera, that camera, and then we get rid of that guy there and bring up this guy here. Hey, what am I cooking? I was cooking porridge. That's my breakfast. I do that every morning. A bowl of porridge. It's healthy, high in protein, complex carbs, keeps you going. I'm an old man, so I've got to watch what I eat. You don't get to have a trim body like this when you're sort of late 40s, okay, without eating properly. You know, it takes ages to get this fat. And what can I say? Yeah, so that's kind of that's what I was cooking. Every morning it's porridge and coffee to do the papers and the morning coffee with you guys. Yes. Right. So, shall we just get into the papers and have a wee rant about it? And then I have, if we've got time, I've got an Ellen video to play. I don't think I'll play that. But then there was a website, Ted Moreno's website, 25 wonderful things to do first thing in the morning. I will blame my gaming addiction for you, Barry. You're tempting me. Okay, you're tempting me. Crazy, crazy man. Yeah, 25 wonderful things to do first thing in the morning. We're going to have a quick look at that as well. And what I'd like you to do is pick one of them and film yourself doing it tomorrow morning and send it to me tomorrow afternoon so I can make a little video over the next week or so of these wonderful things. Let's go and check the papers. Papers. I need a jingle to transform to the papers. Right, papers. News headlines. It's going to be a variation of a theme again. Boris is a fighter. We know this, right? So, Daily Mail. Boris is a fighter. He'll pull through. Yeah, we know that. We know that he'll pull through because he's getting the best medical care that his hard-earned, tax-evaded cash can buy. Okay, if he's getting better, I can start taking the mickey out of him more. Upbeat report on PM by his stand-in. Global outpouring of good wishes. But he may be off work for a month. Screw you, Boris. I'm off work for 3 months because of my depleted immune system. All right? I can't go shopping. I can't go into town. I can't do anything. I can go to my garden. Okay? But if anybody comes into my garden, I have to tell them to get out my garden politely. Apart from family, of course, which is the thing, which is the thing. But no, it's Boris is a fighter. We know he's a fighter. He's also a royal pain in the neck, but that is with the Daily Mail. And Dominic Raab is our current, he's not a stand-in or a caretaker prime minister, but he is basically leading the cabinet. Now, unfortunately for Dominic, if he wants to make any big decisions, he has to get the cabinet to vote on it. He has, seriously, that's it. He doesn't have the powers to say, look, we're just doing it. Okay, get behind it and let's go make it happen, sort of thing. Everybody has to have their say, and you can imagine having a power vacuum in a country like ours and relying on all the absolute drongos in the cabinet coming together and voting for things collectively. Nah. Daily Express. Your escape to the country dream can come true, not until after lockdown. Don't do what the Chief Medical Officer of Scotland did. Go to her second home in Fife twice. Forced her to resign. Silly cow. Oh, look at that. The lovely people in the NHS have made Boris a great big get well soon card. Get well, Boris. Oh, you've got too much to do, nurses. Get back to the front line. Over the top. Over the top. Get into those trenches and then let's just storm the enemy trenches. Let's do it. Boris will pull through. RAB. He's not just our boss. He's our friend. He's not just our boss, he's our friend. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know what to make of that. I don't know. Let's have a quick look. Just look at that. It's a bit on the crazy side. Boris will pull through. He is our friend. I'm kind of like, wow. 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 Okay. Daily deaths leap to 786 as new cases slow. New cases slow, but the deaths have gone up. But that's basically, listen, okay, listen, honestly, right? See, every time anybody goes out, all right, that potentially could have symptoms or not have symptoms, because if you didn't know this, Iceland last week did tested 5% of their population. 5%, okay? Now, out of the 5%, they took everybody that actually tested positive for COVID-19. So everybody that had the coronavirus that was tested positive for it, they put together in a big pile of people. This is just a metaphor. They didn't actually pile them up, all right? Okay? They put them all together, right? And they said, right, check the symptoms, check the symptoms, check the symptoms, right the way through it. 50% of them did not display symptoms, okay? But they had the virus. They actually had the virus. So what does that mean? That means if there's 1 million people that have got confirmed cases in the UK, potentially there's 1 million other people that also have it that are not displaying symptoms, that are walking about, spreading it about. Okay, so let's be perfectly clear. Lockdown is not just for those with the symptoms. If you're feeling fine, that's cool. I'm pleased for you. I'm happy that you're feeling good. However, stay friggin' home. Stay at home if you're feeling fine. Go to your garden. You want fresh air. It's beautiful outside. We did the weather earlier on. The air quality is great. There's a gentle breeze, not much. The bushes aren't waving about. The sun is glorious. There is more blue sky than clouds. That is rare for Scotland. So am I going to the garden today? Yeah, I'm going to go out to the garden. I'm going to go out to the garden for an hour. That's going to be my daily outside stuff, all right? But let's just be clear. You may have COVID-19. You may have no symptoms. And if you go to a public place defying lockdown, you could be spreading it to other people. And the mathematics of this is astronomical. Astronomical. You will, if you have this, infect at least 3 people. Okay? 3 people. Then those 3 people will infect 3 people, and then so on and so forth. So if that whole escalation goes 10 deep, that is just short of 60,000 people that you, with your idiocy, have infected. All right? Do you understand this? It is vital. All right? So this is my little rant of the morning again. I have a depleted immune system. There's friends of mine whose wives and husbands are not well and have to stay home as well. You are risking my life by being a dickhead. All right? You're risking my friend's wife's life by being an idiot. All right? So you just need to calm down. Go to your garden. Sit at the end of your path. Just keep your distance. Okay? Please. I want lockdown to be over as quick as the rest of us. I want to get back to work. I feel fine. I feel fine. I just have this stealth thing inside me. Good morning, Jason. How are you? I hope you're well, my brother. I hope you're well. So that's basically what I'm saying about it all. You just need to go and be good. You just have to be good. Let's go back to the papers. God damn it. What a rant. Okay. Daily Telegraph. Who will make the call on lockdown? Look at Dominic. He actually looks like he has aged. God knows. Well, hold, I just had a notification from Reddit. Drug maker caps insulin costs at $35 to help diabetes. Oh, that's nice. That's really good of you. Crazy. We'll come back to that. We'll do Reddit tomorrow morning. So Dominic looks like he has aged. Wow. He looks totally serious. I wonder if he's actually just read the daily threat assessment against the PM and he's like, oh, wait a minute, I'm pretending to be the PM just now. That's a bit crazy. And look, there's his bodyguards. Bam, 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 bam. He's looking for poo on the ground, so RAB doesn't stand in it. And he just realizes that there's poo on the ground ahead and RAB has stood on it. Okay, great. And then you've got his priest behind him with the Bible, but basically to lead to go to Boris and read him his last rites. You know, crazy, crazy.
Okay, poor rap. Listen, this is the thing, right? Going back to what I was saying about Dominic not being able to make the big decisions just now. He can't make the big decisions because he doesn't have the powers of the Prime Minister. We need a caretaker Prime Minister. We can't have the decisions on things like lockdown, continuing, extending, flights being, introduced again, any other particular things. Yeah, Dom looks like a gangster. Yeah, he does, actually. Yeah, he's sort of like the Reservoir Pugs. That's what he's going to be called, Reservoir Pugs. Um, so yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, somebody needs to have the powers of the prime minister, even just in a caretaker type situation. But the powers would automatically fall to the deputy prime minister. Okay, but as we discovered yesterday, we don't have a deputy prime minister. I am flabbergasted. Okay, we don't have a deputy prime minister at all. That is absolutely crazy, because in these sort of situations, we need that continuity of leadership, even if the deputy prime minister was a bit of a twat. Okay, we still need that continuity, and unfortunately, we don't have that continuity, and it's just up to RAB to look after us, but he needs to get the votes of the rest of the cabinet. Prime Minister stable and not on a ventilator. That's great. And please listen, as much as I despise Boris, I'm not going to sit here and wish him ill for being not well. Okay, I don't want him to be unwell, because he's too much of a great target to take the mickey out of, you know? Oh, look, the Guardian says power vacuum fears as PM remains in intensive care. You know, that's exactly what I was saying. UK facing the highest death toll in Europe. We just had to be different, didn't we? We had to sort of oh, let's go for the sympathy vote because we have we've not. The power vacuum cabinet government Boris Johnson administration have been a bit crazy about it all. It's not good. I'm just taking a mouthful of porridge. Hold on. So he does look a bit like upset there, doesn't he? It's like there's the bodyguard again, a bodyguard dude. I was looking for poo on the ground. What's that? I was going to say, is that a gun sticking out? It's like, no, it's just the side of the gate. But Dominic there, wow. It's like, they're going to close the gates. I'm getting locked in. Please, somebody save me. I didn't sign up to make these decisions. I can barely choose a decent tie in the morning. Look, I've got a yellow one on today. Oh my goodness gracious me. Reservoir Fraggles. Nah, we'll go with the pugs. Reservoir Pugs. But Reservoir Fraggles, yeah, that'll do. Okay. The Sun, yes. He stayed at work for you. Now pray at home for him. I'll wish him well, but my prayers are purely reserved for my family and closest friends. I'm not going to turn around and... okay, right, okay. I feel bad now, okay? I'm a practicing Roman Catholic, and I don't go to Mass all the time, but I do believe, okay? I like the pomp and ceremony of Mass, but I question my faith every day, like you should do. Blind faith is a dangerous thing. But let's just say just now, okay, I've got that Catholic thing going on now. I now feel guilty for not praying for Boris, okay? I'll go and pray for him later. I'm not doing it online. I'll send him a little prayer. No, right, let's have a quick look. Yes, we keep missing the chats, Mr. Jason, but that's why we have Discord, which is great. You can leave messages there, or you can just you know how to get in contact with me. You're the man. Right, back to the papers. Back to the papyrus. Look at that, he's got a wee NHS badge on. Oh, I never noticed that before. That's amazing. Financial Times, UK admits German testing model offers route out of virus lockdown. Wow, there is something a bit on the special side, you know? Let's just think about that. Do you think testing and knowing who has the virus and knowing who doesn't have the virus is a positive thing? I think so. Oh, positive companions. You are a new person 10 Hail Marys and you'll be forgiven, bro. Thank you so much. Who is Positive Companions? That is a great name. I like that. I'll do 10 Hail Marys. Thank you, my priest. I appreciate that. Yeah, crazy. That's amazing. I've never seen that name before. I'm going to take a guess in my head who that could possibly be, but I'm not going to do it publicly. So I'm going to stick my Twitter down here. Steve-O. Of course. Positive. Positive Companions. That's your... I know who it... Yes. Right, got you. That is your doggy business thing. That's amazing. Positive. Of course it is. Silly Billy. Right, anyway, we have a Discord server. Ari, could you possibly put that link in again, because I never saved it? The one that allows people to go into the Discord and join it. I'm going to stick my what's it called? My Twitter up. So Twitter is used for. I'm quite political on my Twitter. So I kind of use that as my venting for politics things, especially during times of elections and referendums. But I also use it for direct comms and quick comms to hear. It's one of the only social medias that I have my notifications switched on for. So if somebody was to tweet me directly, DM me directly in there with any tips, I will. Yeah, I think we should all subscribe to Positive Companions. And as long as you guys have all subscribed to me as well. Me first. It's my stream, okay? It's my stream. But I will, if I've not already done it, I'll do it right after this, Steve, without a doubt. But yeah, so if you have anything that you want me to talk about in the morning or go through in the evening, we shall just send me a message on Twitter and we can talk about it there. Let's go back to the papers though before I start rambling. Right, so we're talking about the German testing model for the virus. I think that if from the beginning we had the resources to test, we should have been doing it, because perhaps maybe we could have locked the people down and stopped the flow of the virus to begin with, you know. Or at least slowed it down more than what is happening. Maybe it would have saved a few hundred lives. I don't know. I know that staying at home is saving mine. I talked to my work the other day there, and they're perfectly understandable that I'm shielding, that I'm in a vulnerable position. And shielding is basically, you know, I've got to take social distancing and actually implicate that within my household as well. Okay, there's certain things I can and can't do, or should and shouldn't do, you know, and I have to keep that in mind. And it's a bit crazy. Thank you, Barry, for putting that up. I'm going to copy and paste that so I can stick it up in the. Oh, actually, I can't do that. Can you? I'll stick that up in. Just tag it / Mojax happy. Hang on, just tag it / Mojax happy. Just tag it is a thing that is similar to Linktree, and it's a great product. It was made by Barry himself, and yeah. So if you use Just Tag It, all right, you can get the invite to Discord. It should work. If it doesn't work, tweet me. Okay, and I'll get in touch with our technical advisor, Mr. Smith there, and we will get that fixed. But it's a great way of we're expanding the Discord server. It encompasses an eclectic bunch of artistic sort of creative people, musicians, artists, graphic artists, creators on YouTube, 6-second biters, and TikTokers. Anybody that creates anything online for fun and frolics. Okay. I'm missing the .it. Sorry. Okay, just tag it forwards. Just tag. Hold on. Okay. Just tag .it. Is that right? All right. Tell me, Barry. I'm out. Can't get the staff. Right, yes, okay. You can tell me if this is right, okay? Fucking hell. I'm just rubbish. Right, there we go. Is that, you can tell me if that's wrong or right. Just tag it .it / oh god damn it, Mojax happy. Is that right? Or is it just Mojax? I can't remember. Hold on. Mojax fucking happy. Sweet Jesus. Right, third time lucky, okay? Just this is what happens when I don't save like links and stuff, okay? Come on, give me a break. I'll make you a souffle, but don't ask me. Um, I can make it both. No, let's just make it nice and simple. Okay, okay, Mojax happy. Wow, what an idiot. Right now, is that right? Am I doing the right thing now? Are we cool? I hope so. I hope so. Um, God damn it! Let's just go back to the papers. I'm useless. Useless. Right. So yes, yeah, we know testing would have been better. All right. Testing would have been better. Caretaker PM may be needed. We talked about that earlier on. We do need somebody to stand in that can make the tough decisions. We can't be leaderless for that length of time because Dominic Cummings, Mr. Voldemort himself, will probably get above his station and will need to be slapped down. Hey, listen, I thought something. I could put my CV together, send it to 10 Downing Street. I don't mind being the caretaker Prime Minister for the duration of Boris being in hospital. All right, I think I would be quite good as a caretaker Prime Minister. Section 30 would be the first thing. For the SNP. No, I'm only joking. I wouldn't be that bad. Okay, that couldn't happen. It would be a case of like, I would probably be a bit too crazy on the lockdown, because I think that we should have a couple of weeks at the Moscow levels of doing it. I think that it should be that draconian, because they will stem the tide. They will stop it, with what they're doing. They had one of the slowest rates of infection. And then, unfortunately, the regional health minister in the region that my wife is from came back from Spain with the virus, okay, did not isolate as per the government guidelines for 2 weeks, okay, and infected thousands of people. She's in jail now. Yeah, well, intensive care. And then when she comes out, she'll be going to jail. Yeah, that's right. Because she infected people, because she's a silly cow. God damn it. Crazy, crazy, crazy. You become caretaker prime minister, that would be a hoot. It would. You're not allowed to be one. No offshore bank account. Right? Okay. Yes, I got there eventually. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve. Right. Who else have we got in the chat today? We've got some of our most usual wonderful colleagues and friends here: Barry, Jason, Steve. We had Zanir in earlier on. If you are new to this little stream, just say hello in the chat so I know who you are. And don't forget to click on the old, if you're in Facebook land, click on the old follow. And if you are in YouTube land, I think that most of the people I know in YouTube land have clicked subscribe already. And if you're in Facebook land as well, just go across to my YouTube and go and click on subscribe for me, please. Because all it does is it turns the head of the big companies of YouTube and Facebook to sort of maybe just look in my direction, take me a little bit more seriously as a broadcaster, even though I'm not that serious myself. Let's go back and see what the papers end up with. Yes, we do need a caretaker prime minister. It's very important. We needed this big decisions to be made. And the Metro, oh, look, somebody sent flowers to Boris's house. Oh, we're with you, Boris. And I hope that's his wife to be kissing him and whispering things into his ear. I wonder what she. We should use that as a caption competition. What is the PA? What's Carrie? What is Carrie saying into Boris's ear there? Okay. Wow. I'm going to copy that picture and I'm going to stick it up on the Discord caption competition. All right. Caption competition. We should do that. Yes, I think that would be hilarious. The Times. Britain sends message of hope to battling Johnson. Get well soon, Boris. We saw that up there. Nah. Right, tomorrow night, are we all clapping for the NHS? Are we all going to be cheering out our windows and stuff? I hope so. Right, the Star, Saturday night hay fever. This is great. This is the first the Prime Minister is sick but getting better. We love you, Boris. Headline in the papers this morning. Okay, we've got Saturday night hay fever. Weekend woe to be the worst for 70 years. Wow, look at that. And John Travolta going, a tissue. That is on par with the Sun's mega wonderful headlines. A tissue. Wow. So if you suffer from hay fever, get your antihistamines in. I think that's essentially needed to go to the pharmacy to get them. And that is the papers for the day. Just like looking at Dominic, he's got that same face in all his pictures. That poor man. I'm going to send him a tweet and say, we're bigging you up, Rab. Okay? We're bigging you up. We love you. You're going to do a grand job. You are. You're going to do great. We've got faith. We've got faith. You're not a pantomime dame. Right. Carrie is whispering, I forgive you, darling. I don't believe that for a second. It would be like, if you didn't have all this power and money, I would not be doing anything that you asked me to do. I will not be doing anything because, let's face it, you're an ugly mother. Anyway, give our Scottish brothers and sisters a referendum. Yeah, I would probably think about doing that if I was a caretaker PM. But let's be fair and honest. Independence is way down the line of important things right now. Still in my heart, I still believe in it, but fighting the virus is probably the most important thing, to be perfectly honest. Right, I've got this other screen to share and to talk about. It's on a website called tedmoreno.com, and it is 20 odd wonderful things to do in the morning during lockdown. Let me just get that tab up. Here we go. And let's have a look at them. Now, it would be great, right, if we could all play with this, right? Let's all play with this and look at it as a positive thing. Okay, let's have a wee look at it and pick one of them and do it. And tweet me what you've done, make a wee video, send it to Twitter. Okay, I will grab it off Twitter and make a compilation video of it all. Okay, that's if you want to. There's only a few people watching it, just the video just now. Morning, Rab. How's you the day? I'm great. Coffee the RAB way. Right, let's go and look at this Moreno man's website and look at the wonderful things. Some of them are quite good. Look at that, that's a great picture. The trees there, that kind of makes me feel mellow. You know, that's cool. Right, so get up earlier is number one. Get up earlier gives you more time and more peace of mind, and it also gives you more time to do some of the things you want to do. Start by setting your alarm 15 minutes earlier, then drink a big glass of water. And yeah, absolutely. I drink lemon water every morning. It starts a digestive system and it's good for you, which reminds me, I've not taken my medication this morning. Please, somebody remind me before the end of the stream to take my thyroxine, otherwise I will crash mid-afternoon. Have a daily ritual. My daily ritual should be take your damn medication. All right? That's what my daily ritual should be. Take your damn medication, because if you don't take your medication, it just doesn't work. Okay? It creates awareness, peace, and serenity. Not watching or listening to the news is a good thing. Reading the papers or Facebook, pick up a few things. Right, no, listen, I read the papers every day. I'm going to be doing this. My daily rituals with you guys in the morning. Make your first thought of the day a positive thought. I do that anyway. It's like I get up in the morning and I'm like, hey, I'm great. Look at me. I look in the mirror and go, holy crap. You know, I've got this ridiculous bed head, but I'm not a bad looking guy for 48. You know, positive. Create your day. He got this from Dr. Joe Dispenza. I wonder what he does. Do you think he dispenses things? I had to say that before you did, Barry, okay? I'm sure we could make more jokes about Joe Dispenza. That's a great name for a doctor. He should be a pharmacist as well. Yep. Okay. Right. Sorry. Create your day. I got this from Dr. Joe Dispenza, who was in the film What the Bleep Do We Know? Yep. That's one of those positive reinforcement type sort of things, you know, that water has shape and stuff as well. It's a very good film, actually. Create your day first thing in the morning or the night before by imagining how you want your day to be. Say to yourself, today I will experience inspiration or relaxation, fun, etc. Do you know something? I am going to take that one and I'm going to do that one, right? That is mine. Create my day. I'm going to mantra that in my head tonight before I go to bed, and I'm going to mantra the same thoughts in the morning, and then I'm going to do it. That's a good thing. Right. You know, take your Ferox Pro. Right. Okay. Nice one. Nice one. Okay. Back to Ted's website. Read and visualize your goals. That could be very similar to the create your day. Pray or meditate. I do a wee bit of that as well. Go outside. It's difficult for me to go outside as much. I can go to my garden, but I can't go and do the things that I like to do. But you guys can go and do it within the safe boundaries of social distancing and what you're allowed to actually go and do. Do yoga and stretch. I do a little bit of yoga in the morning with some sit-ups and press-ups as well. Just 10 minutes of it. It's very good. It gets the blood flowing. Read something inspiring. We're doing this just now. Religious books. As much as me being a Roman Catholic and things, I don't find the Bible inspiring. You know, I don't find any religious texts inspiring because they're too ranty. Some of the parables in the Bible are okay. You know, it's some of it's all right, but as a collective, nah. I'm sorry, God. I am. Okay, whoever you sent to write your word, it's not good. But I know that it was heavily edited by the Roman Empire. Okay, there's probably better books out there that you wanted included, but you know, you had a terrible agent and the publisher was shit. You know, what can I say? Okay, your favorite inspirational author self-help books or a short quote to ponder of the day. Mojax Happy's pondering of the day is the same one every day. Treat others how you would want to be treated. Head explodes. Wow, it's so simple. So simple. Listen to music, yes, and I listen to podcasts as well. Take a walk. Well, I can only walk around my garden just now. Ride a bike. Okay, I will take the bike for a ride. I wonder if would I be allowed to go on my bike and cycle around Edinburgh? Because it's not like I'm going to be around anybody. No, I better not. I'm not taking the chance. Get some exercise. Yes, we do that. Look at beautiful images. That does not mean you go to Pornhub, all right? Beautiful images, like those trees. Let's go back to the trees. That is a beautiful image. Okay, that there was a beautiful image. I like that tree though. I'm going to steal that, and I'm going to do green screen stuff and make that my background. Yes, I am. In fact, we'll do that right. No, we won't do it now. We'll come back to it. Whoa, what's going on? There we go. Right. Okay, so where did we get up to? Look at beautiful images. There we go. Do the magic that you do. If you're a writer, write. Yes. If you're a painter, paint. Yes. If you're a musician, musician. Yes. If you're a singer, sing. If you're a dancer, dance. If you're a photographer, go to Pornhub. Okay, it's good. Yeah, do the magic that you do. What magic do? I write poetry. Okay, which I've not looked up a poem for yesterday. I have my first poetry book published. I will be publishing my second one a week on Friday. And yes, it's all good. It's interesting. The poems that I wrote in my first book are 20 poems that span a year of my life when all of my lovely lady wife and I were apart because she lived in Moscow. It was actually the first year of our relationship. It's very good. Write a letter to someone you haven't contacted in a while. Just say hi. That's a great idea. Let's not do it via email. Let's actually do a handwritten letter, okay, and say, today I'm in lockdown, okay, and I was thinking of you, and I just wanted to say hi. This has been posted after the lockdown's been lifted, okay? Can you imagine if you did one of those every single day during lockdown or once every couple of days, right? And you went to the post office, put the stamps on and posted all those letters. How many people would think that you're crazy for starters, but be actually touched by that? That would be severely positive. That's another thing. I'm going to do that one as well. I think you guys should do that one too. Call someone you've been meaning to call or haven't talked to in a while. If there's people that I haven't talked to in a while, all right, it's not because I don't love yous or anything like that, but there's some people I choose not to talk to. Like, for instance, okay, this is great. Barry and I have been friends for years. Jason and I have been friends for years. Steve-O and I have been friends for years. Okay, but there's a whole bunch of people. I mean, I talk to these guys more now because of the stream, and Jason because we kind of rekindled our friendship before. Okay, but Barry and I go back years and years and years. But when Barry and I started speaking again, I've spent like more hours on the phone with Barry than I have done in the past 5 years, in the past 5 days. You know, it's one of those amazing things when you rekindle a friendship. It's the same with Jason as well. I've spent more time speaking to you over the past, couple of years, Jason, than I have done for the past 20 years. Okay, this is the sort of things what true friendships are about. You know, you can turn round and not speak to somebody for such a long time, but then when you do speak to them, all right, it's like you only spoke to them yesterday. You have the same banter, the same sense of humor. Sometimes with Barry, even the same shit jokes. Okay, he can't help it. His reputation is he just goes to the. It's called the same old joke book. Okay, he can't help it. He's a good man though. I love him. He's like a brother. Yeah, absolutely. There we go. Let's go back to this wonderful thing. Yes, I'm in a Mickey taking mood today. But Barry, you know that I don't mean that. Okay, you know that I don't. Treat yourself to breakfast. Yes, yes, yes. Breakfast is the most important part of the day. Why are you not having breakfast? I'm having a bit of my breakfast again here. Hold on, let me just get the oats in my mouth. Nom, nom. Treat yourself to breakfast. If you usually fix your own stuff, go out to eat, connect to the world. We can't do that just now. I don't even think Just Eat are running. Maybe they are. I don't know. Fix your own breakfast. I do that every day as well. Make a donation. Write a check or go online. Make your first act of the day one of generosity. Okay. Get in bed with your kids. Now, listen. I mean, I'm looking at the camera and I'm not even on it. Get into bed with your kids. There are elements of that which could not be construed as positive. Okay, I think it's all right for you, for the kids to come to your room. Okay, I find I would never jump into bed beside my daughter or my sons. The baby's different. Okay, the baby's different, but my kids are a bit older now. They can come and jump on my bed and give me a cuddle because that's then their choice. Okay, it's just me. I'm a bit weird. I'm not socially distant or cold with my children. I'm very affectionate. I love them and I hug them and things like that. But I feel that there's something, even for a parent, unless the kid says, "Oh, daddy, oh, mommy, give me a cuddle," and you're giving them a cuddle goodnight. That's cool, all right? But I think that it's Barry, that is a shocking joke. You're distracting me from my positive thing about things here. I just think it's weird, okay? It's up to you. It's your choice. You might have a different relationship with your kids. My relationship with myself and the children is I wouldn't jump into bed beside them. If Ruin said, "Daddy, can I have a cuddle?" that's different, okay? But I wouldn't just go and give me a cuddle. I always say, "Come here and give me a cuddle." If they're in their bed, good night. And I don't have any problem with them coming in and giving me a cuddle in the grown-up bed. It's fine. It's good. Right, so Barry just said, whilst cooking today, I accidentally rubbed some herbs in my eyes. Now I am partially sighted. If I was on Streamlab right now, I'd be pushing a button that had a cricket sound. Okay? Back to Ted. My God, partially sighted. I swear to God. Fix your own breakfast, we did that. Make a donation, we did that. Get in bed with your kids. Wear something that's comfortable and makes you feel good. Is that not what you're supposed to do every day? I don't put uncomfortable clothes on, Ted. I wear things that are comfortable every day. Otherwise, I don't get dressed. That's great fun if you're not dressed and you answer the door to the Jehovah, so they just piss off quickly. It's so much fun. Call in well. Instead of calling in sick, call in, right? After the lockdown, right? Everybody has to phone in to their work and say, "Hi, I'm feeling too good to go to work today. I think I'll hang out in the Rose Garden at the Huntington instead." Wow. Can you imagine? Say, I'm too happy, or I'm too high on life right now. I am too high on life to come to work. Sodius, I'm going to go and experience the world because that is brilliant. That is super. Can you imagine what your boss would say? How could they discipline you for that? I'm not coming in today. Why not? Because I'm perfect. I'm happy. What? You need to come into work. No, I'm choosing not to come into work today. There's nothing wrong with me. Okay, I'm taking a me day. What are you going to do? Sack me? It's not gross misconduct. I'm informing you that I'm not going to be in work. Imagine the return to work thing. And you were sick because of what? Did you see a doctor for that? You know? Oh my God, that'd be crazy. Crazy times. Okay. Colin Well. Yeah, that's it for that. That's amazing. I like that, Colin Well. Right, so this is let me just take that link there and we will check it in the chat. And it's a big old link, right? That is a link to that website. Okay. Why don't you go on, have a look at it yourself, choose one of them, and then film yourself doing it and send it to me on Twitter. All right, preferably in landscape rather than like portrait story mode for your phone. Landscape would be great because then I can make it as a little movie, and if I make it for less than 30 seconds, I can put it on StreamYard here, which is great. So what's everybody's plans for the rest of the day? Are you going to be doing anything exciting? I am going to don't eat porridge while you're on camera. There's actually a post-it note that says that there. Okay, but it's too delicious. I'm going to the garden in about an hour. I am going to be down there for about an hour for my daily fresh air. And I'm going to clean out a whole bunch of leaves from the outdoor kitchen and snip back some of the jaggies around the extended part of the garden. Yesterday, I built an oversized garden bench and used an old wardrobe that was in my neighbour's garden and made a big-ass planter from it. Which reminds me, if anybody has any old wooden wardrobes that they're throwing out, that they want to get rid of, I will have them happily. Okay? I will come and get them. I'm not paying for them. I want to free cycle them. So if you're dumping them, or you know anybody that's dumping wardrobes and wants rid of them, if they can wait until you're getting your hair cut and smoking your mammaries off, that's a good way to spend the day, Rab. I like that. So yeah, if you have any wardrobes that you're getting rid of, it can be double ones, single ones, doesn't matter what they are. Okay, I'm interested in having them because it saves me digging up the garden to make a vegetable patch. I'm going to be planting a crap load of stuff, and I need to go and speak to my neighbour for when lockdown finishes about getting some soil from his work yard and see if we can go ahead and do that. And we will take the planting of vegetables very seriously. The garden at the start of lockdown was a absolute junkyard, my garden, but I've tidied it up like an hour each day, tidied it up, and it's looking great. Last year I built an outdoor kitchen for a big ass barbecue, and it's got other elements to it as well. By the end of lockdown, I will have liked to have run a permanent electricity cable under the ground to it, so we can extend the Wi-Fi router sort of stuff down there, get one of those networking. Barry, you might be able to help me with this. Something I can plug into the electrical socket in the wall that turns the household things into a network that I can then run a cable to the garden and have a router down there as well, which would be great. And also lights and stuff, which would be wonderful. So it's basically, it's an hour each day doing a little bit of gardening, and it's coming together very nicely. And I will be having a beautiful, beautiful barbecue once this is all over for friends and family to say thank you for all the support they've given me during this particularly tough time. So yes, that is us for the day. We will be back at 10 o'clock tonight, 10 o'clock for the Late at Night show, which has been renamed the Not So Late at Night show because Mojax can't hack staying up after midnight anymore because he's too old show. That's what it's going to be called. That is not going to be a hashtag. Carmen, good morning. Pleasure to have you here. Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. We're just about finished for the day, but we're going to be back on at 10 o'clock tonight. We're moving the Late at Night show to 10 o'clock. And I think that we will be having much more fun with that. So, guys, if you want to come and join us at 10 o'clock tonight, please do. I'm about to go and make the adverts and spam the crap out of social media for them. Share them. Share my my YouTube. I rely heavily on, it's a range extender. Thank you, Barry. I rely heavily on you guys to help promote me, and as much as I like to broadcast and things, we're a tiny totty little stream, and I'd like to be just a tiny little stream, and then a not so tiny, and then grow slowly. Okay. The future of Radio Apocalypse is quite bright. I have several things in the pipeline. After the COVID-19, I'll probably end up doing the morning show every day. But it'll be much earlier. If I start work at 7:30, I'll be broadcasting about 5:30, 6. You know, there is a 5:30 and 6 in the morning. It'll be for about half an hour to do the papers, but people can watch it back. I will do that exclusively on YouTube, though. And then we're going to move to maybe 3 or 4 times a week live stream magazine show. We're going to do one called, I'm getting content together for it just now, called The Human Condition, which is just all about people, both positive and negative aspects of people. Some great sort of amazing stories. We're planning a great story just now with a friend of mine, all about how he discovered that he had siblings. After all his years, he had siblings that he didn't know he had. But we're going to keep that a surprise because it's a hell of a story, and we need to actually sit down and film it and make it something that is a standalone piece of content, because it's worthwhile making it beautiful, because it's a fantastic story. In the human element as well, we'll be talking to crazy collectors of different things and gamers, influencers, fashion icons, everything like that. I've got quite a few people I've been contacting that are quite interested in actually coming on both live and to do pre-recorded interviews. Now, the pre-recorded interviews can't be done via this laptop because it's not powerful enough to actually broadcast through Streamlab, but that's all going to be changing. Technology in this house is getting an upgrade soon, and we'll be able to do all those slick and amazing things. If though just now you want to get in contact with me, I'm on various different social medias at Mojax Happy on Twitter and Byte, Mojax_happy on Instagram and Snapchat. But please do the Twitter thing if you want to get in contact with me. That's my tip hotline type thing, for anything you want me to chit chat about, or if you want to come on the show. Okay, so we are done for the day. I'm going to now go and finish my porridge, which is turned into cement. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Stay safe. Remember, social isolating is the most important thing, but you can go to your garden as long as you're not being an idiot with it. All right? You take care, and thank you so much for watching.